if you're offering FBI background checks, right? We're going to have an FBI background check. Let's say the appointments for the month you get an FBI background checks are 4, right? So that's $90 right there. So $90 times 4. Let me get my handy dandy calculator. I don't even have it. Jesus, 9 times 4. What is that? 9, 18. That's $360, right? Did that off the top of my head. You like that, right? So that's $360 a month just in 4 FBI appointments. Now, let's say you do ink, right? Let's say you do ink appointments right there. Ink, you're going to have approximately 10 appointments per month just starting out, around or about. That's $35 right there. This is dollars. This is dollars right here. Oh my God, that was backwards. Out of 35 times 10, you're going to get $350. So that's $350, plus $360. What is that? $710. That's $710 a month just in like appointments that you'll get organically, naturally, without any marketing. $700 without even doing anything really that crazy. So if you scale this up and you have approximately, let's say a population of 50,000 people in your area, right? You're going to get like 10 times the amount of appointments. So let's say you get 10 FBI background checks. That's going to net you $900 for the month. 10 FBI background checks for the month is $900. And you're probably going to get about 20 ink appointments because ink appointments are really easy to get. So 20, that's, that's how many are we talking about? We're talking $700 a month. So that's 700 plus 900 is 9. That's $1,600 a month just in very, very passive appointments that you don't even really have to do marketing for. All you have to do is have a Google My Business, and you can make $1,600 a month with a little live scan fingerprinting machine and a simple website, no marketing whatsoever. So that's no Google AdWords, no SEO, guaranteed $1,600 a month. And that's with a city of a population of 50,000 right there. That's really nothing. You could do this very easily. Welcome back, everybody. It's another video. It's about fingerprinting. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to learn a lot of things. I'm the only guy on YouTube that's talking about this stuff. Every other video is, oh, you can build a mobile fingerprinting business. That's great. Yada, yada, yada. No. Yeah, well, no, that is great, right? But we're talking about a whole company. We're talking about recurring revenue. We're talking about not just being mobile. We're talking about everything. And we're also going to talk about the nitty-gritty details and the services that are the most important for you to sell, that are going to make the most amount of money for you, right? A lot of people just think, oh, fingerprinting, ink fingerprinting. I'm just going to fingerprint people on ink cards mobily and get paid to travel and then live the 4-hour work week lifestyle, right? Negative. No, it will not work. You need to offer these services that I'm going to lay out in this video below, not below, on the whiteboard. What am I talking about? I'm behind the computer today. I'm not on my whiteboard. Well, I'm on a digital whiteboard. Anyway, regardless. So I'm going to stop wasting everybody's time and we're going to get right into it, right? So there's 2 categories of services when it comes to fingerprinting. So there is a commercial, right? And forgive me for, that's actually not too bad if I had to ask myself, I'd understand that that's commercial right there. We'll draw a little line right there. And then there are state services, right? Commercial and state. Now, quick explanation between the 2 categories of services. So commercial services are any type of fingerprinting service that you can offer to somebody in any state in the US, regardless if it's a contract state or not. Now, if I'm getting too far ahead of you and you're like, well, Dan, what's a contract state? What do you mean open? What do you mean I can't offer fingerprints all over across the, relax, we're going to get there. It's okay. I'm going to explain everything because this has been something that took me a very long time to understand. It makes a lot of other people confused, but we're going to lay it all out on the table right now and everybody is going to understand it by the end of this video, right? So a commercial service is a fingerprinting service you can offer to anybody, right? So we're going to go down the list. List is going to start from least profitable, but kind of the easiest to get, to the most profitable, and maybe not the hardest to get, but a little more rare to come by, right? So make sure you keep watching the entirety of this video, because at the end, I'm also going to go over a little special service that you can offer that not a lot of people know about. And you honestly, you could skip to the end and figure it out, but I'd rather you watch the whole thing because it's going to be much more educational for you. So we're going to start. The first service is going to be ink cards. So anybody can offer this service. Anybody can do this mobilely. Anybody can do this honestly without a huge investment, because you go on Amazon and you get a little ink fingerprinting little module. It's like a plastic thing with an ink pad, and you can purchase cards, or people can come to you with cards and you can just roll people's fingerprints right on there. It takes like nothing to set up. You can do this and take approximately $35 per appointment, right? And the cost for you to do this is maybe $10 on Amazon just to get an ink blotter and maybe like some wipes and maybe a few FBI cards or fingerprint cards or whatever you want to do, right? So cost to start this, very, very cheap. Profit margin is okay, $35. You're going to keep all of that because you don't have to pay anybody for like channeling or anything like that. But it's a good service. This is what most people stick with, and this is what most people stay with, and that's why they get stuck at only making a few $100 a month. And they say, oh, fingerprinting is kind of like just whatever. It doesn't make that much money. No, we need to go for the next services that I'm going to start listing in the commercial category, right? So right below that is going to be a Finra fingerprint. Ah, Finra. Dan, what is Finra? Get away with this quick tip. I don't need that. Finra, right? What is Finra? So a Finra fingerprint is a fingerprint card that is specific to Finra. Now, if you don't know what Finra is, we're going to go to handy dandy Google. We're going to type in Finra. It is the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. That is a lot of big words. I did go to college, but those big words kind of confuse me a little bit. So I like to keep things simple. So basically, they're an agency that do background checks on anybody that works in the banking industry once per year, because you cannot work in the banking industry and be trusted with millions of dollars and have a criminal record, or get a DWI, or beat somebody up at a bar and get arrested. They need to do a background check on you once per year. And in order to do that, they need to capture your fingerprints, right? So Finra Fingerprints is a little known service that not too many people offer just because they don't know about it. And it's really it's kind of like a slam dunk if you can offer it and your competitors aren't offering it, right? So we are going to label the cost of a Finra is approximately, I'm going to say $35. What happened to my little drawer here? Oh, no. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. We need to scroll down a bit. We need to go back to, oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. We're back. Sorry about that. Moving on. So a Finra costs approximately $40. Right? You could charge people $40 to take their fingerprints and submit them to Finra. Very easy. That's going to be like the next service up that you can offer. Then now we start getting into the nitty gritty, the more profitable fingerprinting services, right? The next one, and this is the mother load right here, is going to be an FBI check. So an FBI background check. I tell everybody to charge at least $70 to $90 for a background check, right? And it's very easy to do. All you have to, well, there's two ways to do it. You can capture somebody's fingerprints on an ink card and only charge $35, and then they send it to the FBI and wait 3 months to get the report back. Nobody wants to do that. Or you can partner with a company like PrintScan, or you can become an FBI channeler, which is almost impossible to do. So don't try doing that because it's going to take you 20 years to do it. But yeah, basically you can partner with a company like PrintScan And PrintScan has the ability to channel fingerprints to the FBI by using another service. So they're not an authorized channeler for the FBI, but they're able to channel to the FBI. They have channeling abilities. So when you partner with PrintScan, you can offer the FBI background check service, and you can charge $70 to $90 per appointment. And it's as easy as when you do ink cards. It only takes 20 minutes. And the beauty about this is if somebody needs this quickly and they need it expedited, you can charge a premium for that. So an expedited service for an FBI background check, you could charge $180, $200. If somebody's traveling to China and their background check needs to be authenticated, that's $400, right? I'll talk about that in another video because that's a whole other, I could do a whole video on just FBI background checks, right? But FBI background checks is really the most profitable. It's great. Also known as a departmental order if you're fancy and you kind of know a little bit about fingerprinting, but this is really good right here. This is the mother lode. This is what I tell everybody to focus on first, because you're going to get some appointments in the beginning. You're going to be able to charge $90 and it's really good. And like I said, if you partner with PrintScan, link down below, you can click it. You'll enter in your email. You can have the ability to book a call with me during the day. It's me, it's live. So you'll be speaking directly to me. I onboard and qualify most, if not all, the partners. I try and help out at PrintScan as much as I can so that we can expand our network, because when you become successful, we also, get paid a little bit because we charge you a channeling fee. Full disclosure right there if you become a partner. But if you do want to become a partner, like I said, link down below. Also, if you're enjoying this video, I would love it if you were to like it real quick. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Go ahead. If you're on your phone, click the little drop down, hit the like button. It helps me out in the algorithm. Nobody on YouTube is really talking about this stuff. I'm the only one apparently, and I'm going into great detail, and I'm going to continue to go even greater detail, because at the end, I'm going to give you a little bonus service that you can add that's going to make you a very good amount of money. It's kind of rare, and then I'm also going to go over the state side of fingerprinting services, which nobody really talks about or nobody really knows. But, I've been doing this for a pretty long time now. I've been marketing for PrintScan and other fingerprinting companies that I know exactly what you can and can't do with state fingerprinting, right? So we're going to go to the next page and we're going to talk about state services, right? So state services is a little tricky. You have 2 categories of state services. You have open states, and then you have closed states, right? So the majority of the states in the US are closed, which is unfortunate. So if you live in a closed state, you cannot offer state fingerprinting services. For example, if you live in the state of New York and you'd like to build a fingerprinting company, well, first of all, you'll be competing with PrintScan, so that's no good. So please, if you live in New York, maybe you can become a mobile partner, typically, but unfortunately, we're not looking for partners in New York, sorry, unless you want to be mobile only. But anyway, if you live in a closed state, that essentially means that the state of New York, or your state, whatever, insert name there, has a contract with the company that handles all of the state fingerprinting services. So if somebody needs to get fingerprinted because they're becoming a teacher or a nurse, or they're getting, fingerprinted by Department of Health because they're going to be a doctor, or they're taking their medical exam, whatever they're doing, they have to go to that company. They have no choice to go to that company because they have the contract with the state. So that's kind of unfortunate in the fingerprinting industry. It is what it is. We have to deal with it. But if you offer just these services right here, you can get around not offering the state services. And I'll tell you right now, PrintScan started just offering these commercial services in New York, which was tough competition. And they did very, very well. Tens of thousands of dollars a month, multiple locations. Now they're national with almost 500 locations. Absolutely crazy. So you can get very, very far with just these, right? You don't need to offer state fingerprinting services. Everybody I get on the phone with that's looking to become a partner says, I want to do fingerprints for the state of this, state of that. I want to do it for here. If I don't do it from there, I'm not going to make any money. It's just not true. You can make a lot of money with just these commercial services if you have your marketing correct, right? So if you want to talk about marketing, you can email me, or you could just go on the Print Scan website and look at the marketing landing page. It talks all about it. I'll give out free advice from every now and then. I'll even make a whole video on how to market a fingerprinting business. Why not? I mean, it's going to cut into, my own business, but that's okay. I like giving out free content, right? So let's talk about an open state, right? We're going to switch to another page. I'm going to draw the United States. That's Oregon up there. Go to California. Oh boy, California. Now Texas. Wow, look at that. That's Texas. Oh my God. That's Texas. Yep. Brandon from Bayou City Operations, if you're watching this right now, I apologize. I am doing no justice to your home state. It does not look like Texas at all. That's Maine. Oh, I forgot Long Island. Jesus. Manhattan, Long Island. Look at that. It looks like a three-legged dog. That's just beautiful. Look at that. You got the tongue hanging out and everything. All right, we're gonna stop that. All right, let's get back to business, right? So I'm gonna label 2 states right here. If you can guess these states before I say them, good on you. I'm sure everybody can guess this state. Craziest state in the U.S. All the weird stuff happens here. It's everybody goes here to retire because of no income tax. Really good. Also, it's an open state, and you can do fingerprinting there, right? Anybody can do fingerprinting. Lots of competition, but that's all right, because if you have your marketing correct, you can build a very profitable business. So Florida is an open state. You can send fingerprint records to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, which is their like state service to channel fingerprints for anybody who wants to be like a doctor, nurse, teacher, real estate agent, whatever. So Florida is one of them. And then Arizona is another one. I'm not sure if that's exactly where Arizona is, but it's close enough, right? So Arizona is kind of open, right? So Arizona has something called Department of Public Safety. They handle a lot of the fingerprint channeling, and they do what's called a level 1 background check on people who want certain types of jobs and to work in certain types of industries. So anybody can get a level 1 background check done in Arizona. All they have to do is submit their fingerprints on an ink card to the Department of Public Safety, and they process their background check and send it back. So what that means is, since any civilian can do this themselves, that means any business can do this themselves, right? Now, there are certain companies that have channeling abilities straight to Department of Public Safety. So they use this fancy live scan machine, they capture it digitally, and then they send it straight to their database, and they spit out a background check, and it's done very quickly. It's done within a matter of days. But if you don't have the contract with Arizona, which if you're watching this, you most likely don't, you're not from that company, and you're looking to open up your own company, you can offer the ink card service, and people can come to you, and you can make a decent amount of money along with all the rest of the commercial services. So you get 2 for the price of 1. It's pretty good. Now, if you made it this far, I have a surprise for you. Remember when I said I was going to give you a bonus, 1 service? It's actually going to be 2. So we're going to start. And these are commercial services right here. So anybody can offer these. So the number 1 service that's going to make you a good amount of money is Finra mobile jobs. Finra mobile jobs. My goodness. Let's break it down. So think about it. Finra, a Finra background check, somebody needs to get fingerprinted on a Finra card, works in the banking industry. If they're requesting a mobile job, don't you think that this person is super wealthy, or maybe is a little wealthy, or maybe is better off than most middle-class Americans? And that's why they're asking for a mobile fingerprinting appointment, because they don't want to be bothered with their time, because their time is money, to go to a storefront. Yeah, I would say so. So a Finra mobile can be anywhere from 100 to, and the sky is the limit. It depends on how far you're driving, where you're going, I've seen people charge, $1,000 for Finra mobiles. And you could do any commercial service mobile, but I just see that Finras are a big one, right? So Finra mobiles are Really, really good. Very profitable if you can get one. A lot of people ask for them, so pretty good stuff. Now, the next service is going to be what's called an Fdle check. Now, Fdle stands for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They are the governing agency, the governing body of Florida that processes all the fingerprints for people that want to be, get jobs in Florida or that need to be fingerprinted in Florida for any reason whatsoever. Now, you're thinking, well, if I'm not in Florida, I can't offer that. Incorrect, negative. You are wrong, sir, madam, whatever. You can offer Fdles anywhere in the United States. Why? Because people want to go to Florida for some reason or another. I've actually never been. I would like to go one day. I haven't really traveled much in my life, but 0% state income tax. A lot of people like to retire there. A lot of crazy stuff goes on. Miami, Party City, I guess. I don't know. I've never been. But a lot of people go to Florida, and a lot of people are moving to Florida now after the whole COVID situation, the pandemic, regardless of political affiliation or not. This channel is not about politics. It's about fingerprinting. Stop it. Bad. We're not going to start talking about politics. But anyway, a lot of people are moving to Florida. So an Fdle fingerprinting service has become more and more popular. And you can charge anywhere from $60 to $120 for this service for one 20-minute session of fingerprinting. Why? Why is it 60 to 120? Well, that's because the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has something called an ORI number. An ORI number is attached to a state fee, and it's different for every ORI number. So if you're getting fingerprinted to become a doctor, it's $60 because the state fees add up to whatever. If you're getting fingerprinted to work in the Department of Agriculture, it's $120 because of state fees, whatever. We're going to do a whole other video on Fdle, so I'm not going to get really much into that. This video has gone on long enough. I've spoken enough. I've drank way too much coffee. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. We are ready to go, right? So that's my video. If you enjoyed this video, if you got a good amount of knowledge from it, I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, my name is Dan Jerkowitz, owner and founder of Bump It Marketing, PrintScan Marketing Director. I love what I do. I do this for a decent amount of fingerprinting companies. We're growing rapidly. We're trying to sign on more partners. So if you're interested in becoming a partner with PrintScan and building your own fingerprinting company and making thousands of dollars a month with the potential to make tens of thousands of dollars a month, please click the link below. It's a landing page. It's going to show you how we build fingerprinting companies. It's going to show you some testimonials, some social proof. You'll enter in your email. You'll get added into an email list that gives you free tips and tricks and send you back to all my new videos. And then you could also schedule a call with me. You can hop on mano a mano. We could talk about whether or not this opportunity is right for you and whether you want to make some money doing fingerprinting or not, right? It's up to you. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.